Friends, I'm telling you, winter just doesn't want to come to an end. I'm certified meteorologist Jonathan Kagas, and in this video, we're going to talk about big time cold blasting through the east all the way through the upcoming weekend, even into the week of the 24th. Big time warmth are going to surge into the desert southwest finally. And then as that colder air pushes from west east, we could have a few rounds of severe thunderstorms. So we'll show you the risk area coming up. Then we're going to take a trip for our friends in the Caribbean. Unsettled weather going to be heading towards the greater Antilles, Puerto Rico, the Dominican Republic, Cuba. We're going to break all that down for you. If you're looking for that, you can take a look at the time codes in the description and skip ahead into the video. Hey, before we get started, hurricane season is right around the corner. If you want to stay up to date, you have to hit subscribe. Please do so. We're going to have updates for you this hurricane season. If you are interested in what my thoughts are for the upcoming season, click the link in the description or just hang around to the end of the video. One will pop up for you. All right, on to the temperature anomalies. Look at this. We are sizzling from the deep south into the northeast over the next couple of days. This is going to be Thursday afternoon. Quite the divide. So while we are super warm for the W in the northeast, look at all the cold dislodging from Canada and pushing into Minnesota, into Montana. These are temperature anomalies now that we would feel 15 to 30 degrees below normal. Crazy cold coming in, crazy late season push of cold. I want to take you towards Saturday now. Okay, look at how hot it's going to be relative to normal in the Northeast. Blazing hot. New Jersey, Pennsylvania, New York City, all the way into Maine. Still really warm in parts of Florida and the Carolinas. Look at the cold, though, that has made its way into Louisiana, Texas, upper Midwest, northern plains. Still freezing relative to normal. Watch what happens, though, as we get into Sunday. All right, so this is going to be Sunday afternoon. Again, these are all temperature anomalies. That cold starts to make its way into New Jersey. And just look at how expansive it is. That cold makes its way all the way down towards South Florida. Meanwhile, we're starting to sizzle again in the desert southwest, Las Vegas, Southern California, getting in on some warmth. That cold continues to really have a grip on the eastern two-thirds of the United States. Look at this. This is Tuesday, April 25th. The cold is still there from Florida into the Northeast and then all the way into the upper Midwest. Complete pattern flip. This is what the snow lovers wanted back in winter, but unfortunately, it is coming in April. We do have some snow to talk about coming up a little bit later on in this video. Hey, I mentioned that we're also going to have the opportunity here for some severe weather. This is the severe weather outlook for Wednesday. Now, these aren't outbreaks, so to speak. So be careful, again, what you see on social media calling for outbreaks. That does not mean that we're not going to have severe thunderstorms, but certainly not going to be outbreaks by any means. But eye to the sky from Oklahoma City through central Kansas into Des Moines, Iowa, and that slight risk, that level 2 out of 5 in the yellow on Wednesday. And I'll show you the future radar in just one second. As we move into Thursday, remember, all of that cold is bottled up here, forcing in that direction. And that's going to help to get more strong thunderstorms rolling through central Kansas into central Iowa as well, Nebraska, Northwest, Missouri. We are going to be under the gun as well. Now, further out in time here, as we move into Friday, heads up from Texas, just north of Houston, into southwest Louisiana, into extreme western Mississippi, and into central Louisiana. That's where we already have highlighted a severe thunderstorm risk. Again, that is going to be for Friday, so an early heads up for you as we move forward. Now, here is the deal. We're going to start this on Thursday, and I mentioned that there's going to be a little bit of snow associated with this. Here is the system itself. Again, this is Thursday afternoon, April 20th. There is our area of low pressure. Here is our cold front that's going to be slicing through parts of the nation's midsection here, the nation's heartland. Look at the snow in western Minnesota. This is going to be on Thursday. Again, that's about 1 o'clock Central, 2 Eastern. I'm going to advance this a little further. And I mentioned that we are going to see this kind of a weird pattern. I'm going to pause it here. This is going to be Saturday afternoon now, 2 o'clock. Look at this. huge high pressure cell sliding out of Canada. This is that nice big dense air mass that's going to really deliver the cold. That's the source of the cold anyway. That's going to be coming in behind our system. Note all of the rain that's moving through parts of the Ohio River Valley into Kentucky, Tennessee, Ohio. We're going to fast forward this and look at what kind of happens here. As that cold comes in, we're going to have another shot of snow in Michigan, especially the UP of Michigan. This is Saturday night into Sunday morning now. So kind of a crazy late season snowstorm here. Look at all the heavy rain. Again, this is going to be Sunday morning. This is what delivers the cold into the Northwest. It kind of rides in right on in behind that system, finishing out that rain for you. Look at the heavy rain moving into New York City. That's going to be Monday morning. That's about midnight, 1 o'clock a.m., 1 to 2 in the morning Eastern time. And then all of that cold kind of slides through. Another big system pushes through during the middle part of the upcoming week. This is going to be Wednesday, April 26th, getting ready for the NFL draft, and some rain moving through parts of the extreme southeast. My friends in the Caribbean, we have some unsettled weather coming in the pipeline as well, especially for us in the Bahamas, Turks and Caicos, and the Southwest Atlantic, then the Caribbean islands, parts of Cuba, Haiti, the Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico, and the U.S. and British Virgin Islands. The Leeward Islands going to get in on this as well, as an area of low pressure, upper low, kind of slides off of the United States mainland. I will show you that in just 1 second. As we move into the upcoming weekend, though, 22nd, 23rd, even Friday the 21st, we could have a few stronger thunderstorms in the Dominican Republic and in Puerto Rico, and I'll show you why in just a second. But you see the intensity here. The darker yellows start to pop back up for us in the Dominican Republic. Some heavier rain in Puerto Rico and the Virgin Islands because of this big upper low that is going to be working through the Southwest Atlantic. And I'm going to show you that right here. You see this little bowling ball, if you will. There is our upper low as it moves through the Southwest Atlantic right there. This is the big dip in the jet stream here, a cold pocket of air at about 15 to 20,000 feet above your head. And what this is going to do is going to help things to be a little more unstable. So as we generate those rain showers and thunderstorms over land with the heating of the day, there's going to be more instability, a little more fuel for these thunderstorms to work with to allow them to get a little more intense, potentially producing some small hail, certainly a lot of lightning, and then very heavy rain for us in parts of the Caribbean. Now, I want to show you also, things get a little unsettled for us in Trinidad and Tobago and Barbados. This is as we move into the upcoming weekend. This is going to be Sunday the 23rd into Monday the 24th. And you see the rain here towards the Windward Islands and then certainly towards Trinidad and Tobago as well. Just something to be mindful of as we move into the upcoming weekend and into early next week. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Again, if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. Certainly, again, if you want to stay updated on all things weather, including the 2023 hurricane season, you have to hit subscribe. If you are interested in what I believe is going to happen during the 2023 hurricane season, click this little box that pops up. That'll take you to a video that I recorded a few weeks ago with my thoughts as we have an El Nino developing, but the Atlantic remains jet fuel right now. There's going to be a battle this hurricane season, and I will share my thoughts in that video. Again, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hope you have a great rest of your day.